Let's prep for my next market. Good morning, I am back in my studio. So I thought for the next few days I would take you along and show you what I'm doing to prep for my art market that's coming up next Saturday, the 2nd of May. So I have taken in my table runner that I got last week, and the rest of my stuff for my market setup is here. So I thought I would just kind of time lapse it and show you how I set up, all the bits I would eventually like to tweak. So the table I use is actually this table, because I got these tables at Amazon and they're really great, so they just fold and then you can carry them, which is fantastic for taking to markets. And most markets, they do give you a table, but sometimes I find that because I've just done my setup on this and I know that everything fits on this table, it's quite nice just to take this table with me, and then I don't have any surprises of like a slightly shorter table or a weird sized table or anything like that. So yeah, so I've come in this morning just to kind of prep everything, make sure I like count my stock off my prints and make sure just like I have everything ready. I've also got like everything I had for my last setup is all in this box and a box behind me. So I've got like extra packaging, my card machine, all my prints, my little card holders for my business card is in there too. So yeah, I thought I'd just take you along and show you what it's like to prep for an art market. So my art market journey kind of started last year. I was kind of putting off making prints of my work for a long time because I think sometimes it can be like commercializing your art can be a bit of like a hush-hush thing. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, some people think, especially coming from like a fine art course or studying like bit more traditional mediums, everyone expects you to either be like a gallery artist or like you sell at markets. And I think that's totally not how it should be. Like, at the end of the day, I'm an artist, and to be able to sustain being an artist, I need to make some money. So I think there's no issue at all with selling prints of your work. And so in the last year, I kind of went and made high quality prints of my work just to sort of bring in some income on the side to then fund like what I'm going to do this year. So it's like just like an ever ending cycle of bringing in money to then fund back into your practice. So that's kind of what my plan is. So yeah, I might do like another video explaining how I made my prints, because I do have quite a lot of people asking me how I did it, and I just kind of had to do a lot of research and kind of find a place myself and try some prints. So I think my next video might be that, where I kind of explain how I turn my paintings into prints. But yeah, so today and this morning I have come in and I'm going to do like a mock setup of how I would think I want to set it up. I might try a few different options to see if there's anything from what I've done last year that I want to change this year. First things first, I need to clear all this, because this is just kind of like a table of me putting everything in. Like, my paintings from the last exhibition are still here. This is a box with all my stock in it. It needs to be moved. So I think first thing first, I'm going to clear this, kind of do a setup and kind of pretend that this is me setting up for the actual market. Another hack that I have is that I actually borrowed it from my mum. So I have like a trolley on wheels, and I think it's the best thing ever, especially if you're setting up a market solo, because there's nothing worse than, like, for example, if I cart this box in and then I have to go back and leave that stock. Like, I'll be a bit worried. Obviously it's all just kind of like stall holders setting up. Obviously I don't know these people, so having something on wheels that folds up in the car, and then I can just unfold it, put everything I need for the market in the trolley, and it means I can just do it in one go. Honestly, if I have some footage of me using, I think, the trolley for other things, I'll insert it here, because honestly it's just saved so much time, and it's actually like such a big trolley as well. It's not like just like a little one you would use for festivals, it's like a big sturdy one, so like my biggest paintings will fit in it. So that has been like when I've been setting up exhibitions or going to other markets, I have been using that in the past. I'd also show you a little bit of my studio space while I'm here, because I mentioned it in, I think it was my first video, about how it's a bit of an unconventional space. So I will say I am incredibly lucky that all this space like behind me is mine, and I actually have like this log bit which I normally use to display work. But yeah, I've kind of like cramped myself in this corner though. And over the next few months, I do want to like swap some of the furniture bits out, so like get some drawers and things, just so I'm a bit more organised, because it can get a bit chaotic. But yeah, this is my studio space, and so yeah, it's a sort of old. It's an old furniture store. It used to be Sterling Furniture in Inverness, and for the past like 2.5 years, it's been sat empty. So like a charity organisation called Out Spaces has come in and filled it with artists. So this is a free space, and getting a free studio space like is not heard of. So like I'm extremely lucky to have this space, because like if I didn't have it, like I would have to rent somewhere. Because I definitely think, especially for sustaining a practice and kind of having that like work-life balance, and I'm saying that even though I have a full-time job, like I still see me being an artist as a second job for me, like that work-life balance of having like a separate space. So unless I had like a studio at home, like in a garage or a spare room or something, I would definitely go and rent. So the only caveat of this is like, if someone comes and buys the building, I would have to be out in 2 weeks. However, that hasn't happened yet. So if I did ever lose this place, I would considering renting another place. Somewhere in Inverness, there is a few pockets of studios through Ross, but I would consider getting a studio if I ever lost this. But like, I mean, how can you complain at this? So like, I do feel like extremely lucky. I think that's one of the reasons like I've gone quite big this time, because I'm like, I might as well while I have this space. You know what I mean? Like, you know, why paint small? Like, I can paint small if I was at home, whereas like I can't paint that size if I was at home. So like, might as well. So we're just kind of, yeah. I feel really lucky to have this, and yeah, I'm really thankful for having it for 2.5 years. Like ever since I moved home from uni, like I have this space. So yeah, so better get to actually market prep before I leave. Let's tidy this, because this is a bit of a mess, and I do need to tidy it. So let's get doing this. So this is, I'm kind of thinking for my market setup. I do ideally wish I had like one long of these like print stands rather than two separate ones, just because like my prints are 20 by 20, and it's like you can only fit one really, you can't fit two side by side, so I have to spread them out. But it's very similar to what I did last time, except I put this in the middle, and then these will have business cards in them. But I'm trying not to like overcomplicate it, because sometimes like if it's too busy, it can be messy. These are quite handy. I know there's not much on them, but it's like shelves, so I can put like my little bags to like when people pay, I can put them in like the print in the side of a bag, and then my card machine gets under here too. So it's more for like practical storage, and then I have my prices quite high so people can see them while it can pass, and they don't have to like look individually at the prints. But I'm hoping that this will do. I'm really chuffed with the tablecloth and how that turned out. I think it looks... So I do have this sign, so ideally like if there was something behind it, like a wall, I could like hang it up and it might look quite cool. but like I had that at the front of the table last time, and obviously it's got like eyelet hooks to like, so you can have wire on it and hook it up, so it's not meant for over the table. But I think the tablecloth looks so much nicer than this, so we'll see. I'm going to take it with me anyway, so like if I have the opportunity to hang it up like behind, I think it would just like tie everything in. If not, if I'm not got like a wall I can hang it on, like it's not the end of the world. So we'll just have to wait and see where I'm placed on the day. But I think this is okay. I mean, if you think there's anything I can improve on it, please comment, because like I am still fairly new to art markets, and like if you were to approach this market in my little stall, what would you think of the setup? So I would love to know what you guys think. So please let me know. So I've got a couple of like bigger sizes in here. I didn't buy any more stock from the last one, because I did one market end of last year and I didn't actually sell anything. So definitely placement at market does have an effect. But I'm hoping, obviously this one is like a makers and producers one, so there's going to be a lot more artists and producers there. So yeah, I think I'm happy with it. So I've just arrived in the studio, and I thought I would go through a couple of things that I've got recently to kind of perk up the place, because it's getting a bit messy and I thought I kind of wanted to make it a bit more me. So I got a few things from the range, which is like a homeware shop, so I thought I'd go through that. And then I'm also here tonight to take down this and get ready for my market on Saturday. So I need to get everything kind of like boxed away and packed in my car for that. But first I'll show you what I got. I really want a bit of greenery in this place, so I ended up getting these. It's all tangled, but this spider plant, it's actually fake, so I thought, low upkeep, it doesn't have to survive in this cool building. So I thought it was really cute, and I can hang it from like these metal bars. So I got that one, and then I also got another one, which you can't really see. This one, which I thought was really cute, just a bit of nice greenery. And then I also got this unit here. I thought it'd be quite good for like putting maybe my prints in, like or like organising in the studio, or maybe like my bags, maybe some extra paints and stuff. I got this from B&Q. I might actually get another one. I think once I'm done with this market, I really want to sort out my space. So this is what I'm kind of prepping for. And then also I thought I'd show you my great buggy that I have, which you'll probably see in the clips before this. Honestly, if you're ever doing markets and you're by yourself, this is the way to go, instead of like carrying all your things in boxes. So I put all my stuff in boxes and then just put it inside here. What a difference it makes to see.